This has been fun. Hasn't this been fun? I have just been having such a wonderful time. But you know something? We're at that point where I am the thing between you and your next cocktail. And I am aware of that. So, be thinking about what's next. It could be that cocktail. But actually, what I want to do is just switch our context for just a moment. Okay? What you heard from Ryan in our day one keynote. Remember all the way back on day one? He asked you, what is your moonshot? And I hope you've been thinking about that a little bit as you've been going through and going to all the sessions and getting educated. Because it could be your personal moonshot, but it can be your organizational one as well. But it's so critically important to get aligned on what is next for you and your organization and what that big mission is. You also heard Heather ask you this: who are you becoming here? Right? Who are you becoming here? And what does that mean to you as you go through this? I am going to ask you something a little bit different. I want to ask you something a little bit different. I want to know, who are you doing it for? Who are you doing this work for? Is it your family, yourself, your organization, its mission? Who are you really doing this for? Somehow it's become unpopular to be deeply convicted about things, because we know that being deeply convicted about our own ideas, holding on too tightly, can become toxic. But I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that at all. I'm talking about meaning and hope, about developing meaning and hope. But hope today, it requires a certain degree of conviction, but it also requires some fortitude and some grit to hold on to that hope about what the future is actually going to look like. That's why it's so important to know who motivates you. Who are you doing this work for? And it's perfectly okay if that's for yourself, for your own sense of achievement, right? But it's important to know that answer. I am very clear on who I do this work for. I am absolutely crystal clear on it. Every single day, I think about my ancestors. I know that I am the example. I am living their wildest dream. And I don't mean just my Kenyan and European historical ancestors. I mean my mom and my grandmother. They had hopes and dreams and ambitions, but not necessarily the opportunities that I've had. Right? And so I know that it's important to remember that we are all part of a continuum of human existence. What came before us matters. What we leave as a legacy matters in our daily lives and our work and our connections and the way that we engage with each other. I also know that I do it for all of you. I do for the people like you that I have met all around the world who have shared stories with me about how being a part of this community and really leaning in has changed their lives, has changed the trajectory of their careers. I want to thank the people, some of whom I see in this audience, who have come up and you've shared your story with me about how my team's work has impacted you. But I'm just one of many people for whom are having that experience here. It is very, very motivating. But I have a deep conviction that my hope is not misplaced in this community. I'm very, very sure that everything we do, when we do it together, we will move forward, because everything right now really is a team sport. Whether it's SharePoint, it could be Microsoft Teams, it could be AI. But the point is that life is a team sport. Right? And it doesn't make any difference who you are or where you happen to be at this particular moment in time. Right? What's important is to understand that here, right now, together, we can have a sustainable future. But we can't do that if we don't have a shared vision, if we don't have shared imagination, if we don't feel safe enough, as our fantastic panel told us, to share our ideas with each other. But here we can do that. Here we can have a shared vision. We can have this ability to be safe with each other. We can learn together. Here we can change the world. This is not some small moment in time. This is not a fluke that you were here at this moment. Right? You're here at this moment because you have been preparing for this all along. You've been thinking about this and doing great work with technology all along. And now along comes this transformation that none of us could have expected. If you would have asked me a little while ago that I would be sitting on a stage talking actually about AI, like real AI, not Star Trek AI. Of course, I do maybe have, transporter. I do want my transporter beam. I do want all of those things. But this is actual reality, right? And we are the ones who are crafting it. So I'm going to ask you to remember you are part of a continuum of existence. You do not stand alone. You aren't doing this alone. You have this community. You have all of us. And here, as a team, we can win. I know that we can win together. And I just want to ask you, are you ready? Are you ready to win? Are you ready to win together? Come on. Well, I want to hear it from all of you. Let's get after it. Let's get after it. I know we can do this together. We absolutely do have an exciting future ahead. And I am just so privileged and so happy that you give us your time, that you come to this event, and that you share yourselves with all of us. So I'm not going to stand between you and that refreshment any longer. I want to thank you again for coming to the Microsoft 365 Community Conference, and make sure that you are staying connected with us. Find that community event near you. Make sure that everyone around you knows that they're part of your team, right? Because that sense of belonging matters now, that human connection. It's exciting when we do this together and when we focus on winning together in service of something greater than ourselves. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time. Travel safely to wherever you're going. And I can't wait to see you all again very soon. Thank you. Thank you so much.